Hello and welcome back to another episode of Foxy No-Tail's Minecraft Adventures here inside of my survival world. And did you play the game in the last episode? I hope you did. I'm recording this video straight after recording the last one, so as yet it's not live, so no one can have found it. But as soon as they do, what I'm going to do is shout them out, and I'll put an annotation on the screen round about now so you can see who the winner is. And yeah, so what you've got to do, I'm going to call it Find the Frame. You've got to find one of these that is hidden somewhere in this episode, and you've got to find it. The first person to find it, pop a comment on YouTube with whatever is in the item frame, and the first person to get it will get a shout out in my next video. So without further ado, we made a train track in the last episode. We're going to make another one in this episode. No, not another one. We made a train station in the last episode, and in this episode we're going to be making a train track over to the beach. So before we do that, obviously I've got to add somebody to the Tree of Life very quickly, so let's grab a sign, and the person that I'm going to be adding today is Maddie Esbau, and they said to me, "Your vids make my day better." So I thought it was a really nice thing to say, which is why I've added them to my Tree of Life. So let's get cracking then. So I've obviously we built the train station like this. I haven't done anything else to it since the last episode. It is exactly how I want it to be, and yeah, we're going to be building on platform. Let's shut those gates. Platform 1, which is this one. So this track is going to go all the way down to past the village over there to the beach, which is quite a long way away. So we're going to get cracking. Now I'm going to try and keep this track as flat as possible. So I'm going to do things like this, where I've just sort of carved the hill down until we've got the point where the track is. So that way we should hopefully get it fairly flat as it's going forward. Now I'm not going to be able to do that the whole way. We're going to have to go up and down a little bit, but I'm going to try and keep it as flat as possible, just because I think it'll lead for a more pleasant journey, and also that's the same level that we get the water at, so we can build nice bridges and things. Okay, so here's our first bridge. What I've done is I've gone up about 3 blocks so you can still get underneath it with a boat, and I've also added a couple of redstone torches just underneath the corners so that we've got power rails on either side. So we'll have a few bridges like this as it's going along. It's probably not the most fantastic looking bridge in the world, but it'll do the job that we need it to do, and it looks fairly nice. And we are going to have fences hopefully running pretty much the whole way along the cart track as well, just to stop mobs and things getting on there. Right, very quickly, what I'm going to do now is I've got a couple more spades, and I'm just going to stick some efficiency on them, just because my good spade is nearly running out, and I want to make sure that we've got yeah, plenty of good stuff with us as we're going. Okay, I've dug this bit out here. We've got to our first problem now, which is the fact that we're just about to go into a villager's house, which we don't want to do. So what I'm going to do, rather than going over it or around it, I'm going to go under. We're going to build a tunnel underneath it. So if I just carry on digging in a straight line through, and then we can just drop down a bit to make sure we miss it, because there is a little farm coming past as well. So I'll light the area up, we'll dig through, and we'll see where we end up on the other side, because we will need to come back out the top again shortly. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so it actually does come under another hill as well, so we're going to have to keep going forward until we reach the surface again. So this is going to be quite a long, sort of awkward tunnel, but it should be quite good fun. We can make it look sort of nice in here and nice and bright, and we can widen up a bit, and it can be quite a fun little tunnel to come through. So yeah, I'm going to keep digging through until we get to the other side, and then yeah, then we'll link it all up and make it look pretty. Oh, we've run into a problem. There's water at the other end of it, so we might have to think about how we're going to do that. In fact, if I just pile out of here some way, hopefully without drowning, we'll see what the... Whoa, no, the issue is there's a big lake. That's what the issue is. So, yeah, we're going to have to deal with... Oh, it's not that big. It just happened to be exactly where I'm building. But for some reason, this level of land is higher than the previous one. So this tunnel could actually end up going on for quite a long way. But that's not a problem, because it's probably going to be easier doing a tunnel anyway than it is just going underground for a while. Having said that, there's a ravine here, so we're gonna bump into that in a moment anyway. Okay, so I've tunneled quite a lot of it out. We've got to the ravine the other side, but what I'm going to do along the floor, just to stop mobs spawning in, is I'm just going to put half slabs all the way along the side, and the track will run down the middle of it, and that'll just stop any mobs spawning in here, and we don't have to fill the whole thing up with fences, because I think if we put fences in here, it's going to look pretty messy. And we could also do something just to tidy up the sides a little bit, because it does look a bit rubbish being stone and dirt, but it kind of looks natural as well, so I'm not sure what we're going to do there. I might leave it for this episode and then worry about that maybe in the next episode if we get to that point, yeah, if I'm not happy with it. Right, okay, what I've done is I've put half slabs down the bottom on each side. I've also put them along this top row, and I've put stairs next to those just to give it a little bit more space, and also to make it look a little bit more like a nice tunnel. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a few like struts along the place just to brighten the whole thing up and make it look more like a mine shaft. So I'm just going to do this kind of thing sort of randomly, well, not randomly, sort of maybe every sort of 10 or 20 blocks along the tunnel, just to make it look a little bit nicer. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we can do another one here. And all of this is it's 2 blocks there, 2 blocks there, and some fence posts in the middle. And I think that looks kind of cool. I think it makes it look quite nice. So yeah, I'm just going to do that for the whole length of the tunnel, and I'll be back with you guys in just a second. There we go then. I'm pretty happy with how that's come out. So once the track's down, we'll be able to travel through this pretty quickly. And at the other end, it comes out of the ravine. So what we're going to do now is just make a little bridge over the ravine and then carry on this tunnel on the other side. But yeah, I'm really impressed with how this has come out. I quite like the look of it. I think it looks good. So this is just going to follow a very similar thing, but obviously it's going to have fences down the side just to make sure that we don't fall off if we get out of the minecart. So I'll just run the fences down there like that. And yeah, that's it. That's all we need really for a bridge. I can probably tidy this little area up a little bit. If I get some more stairs out of my blocks, I'll do that, and then I'll catch up with you guys shortly. Okay, so I've been building the tunnel along, and I was getting a little bit concerned that we weren't ever going to come back above ground, but it does look like we're going to be coming out here, somewhere around here. So yeah, hopefully we should start getting to that point soon. I have come past this lake, so I think we're just about there. So if I just hop back down quickly, I'll show you exactly where we've got to. So here's the ravine, here's where we are, this is where I just piled up, and this is where we're going. So yeah, this sand here at the front is where that lake fell down. So I should be able to get rid of that now without any of the water coming through, because I've blocked that lake up there. There is a bit of a hole in the roof, so let's just block that up so nothing comes through, and let's just carry on, yeah, digging through until we get to that end point down there. And here we are, that's it, that's where we're coming out. So we weren't actually too far away at all. We are a little bit high, we're 1 block height, so let's just break this bottom layer away, and then all I've got to do is just carry on this tunnel out to this side here. And look at this spade go. It's not so fast on grass blocks, but on sand and dirt, it's absolutely epic because it's got efficiency 4 on it, although it is nearly dead. So yeah, I've just got to finish this bit off then, and we can make another bridge over that pond. Or the river, not pond. Okay then, bridge number 2. So we're going to come out across here, go across the lake, but this time we're going to go up a little bit because I don't want to be doing any more of these tunnels. They take absolutely ages. So yeah, I'm going to start there, do the bridge very similarly to how I did it before, which was basically just a staircase up and over. But this time we're not going to come back down the other side. We're going to just keep going up. So I'm going to build this bridge quickly now. There we go then, that's the next bridge built. So we're just going to go over to the other side, and we're going to carry on moving forward, but this time we're going to go along the top of the ground. I am going to dig it down at this level, but hopefully we won't be going through any more caves. As you can see, it is a bit uneven. We've got some more water coming up, and we've still got a long way to go before we get to the bridge. To the beach. Okay, so after the bridge, we've come down here, and rather than trying to go over all of that, I've taken a slight detour. So we're going to come around the bend here, and then we're going to go this way, and this then levels out nicely with this area up here. So now all we've got to do is get past that big mountain that's in front of us. So I need to make sure that we're going in a straight line because we don't want the track going all over the place. So I'm just going to map it out like this. In fact, where have I come from? Where is it? If I just leave a bunch of torches in a straight line from where the center of the track's going to be, then I won't go too far wrong. And it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I just think it'll look nice and neat if it is. So I might drop down again to this level over here, or I might just build up a little bit. I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% sure exactly how this bit's going to go, but obviously the terrain does start dropping down naturally anyway. So I think I might just go with the terrain for now and see how we get on for that. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Now we need another bridge, but this bridge is going to go slap bang into the middle of that big mountain round there, and I'm not really sure what's on the other side. So this might be a sort of a bridge. If we go quite high, we could turn it into a tunnel. I can see there's already a bit of a cutout in the rock over there, so that could be quite interesting. So yeah, we could just go through that tunnel and come out the other side, because it is quite quite raised on this side. Having said that, it's a bit of a mess over here, so I'm not 100% sure exactly what we should do. The other option is to just go back down again and just tunnel under the whole lot, but it's quite pretty and I don't really want to miss out on all of this, so I think we'll go for the tunnel through the rock, because that'll be more interesting anyway. So I'm going to have a quick sleep, and then yeah, we'll get cracking on building that bit next. Okay, so that's the bridge just about done. Obviously, I've not put any track or anything on it yet, so all we've got to do now is dig through this mountain, and hopefully we'll come out somewhere reasonable on the other side. So, yeah, I'm going to do that quickly, and then I'll be back with you in a second. Right, I'm not going to worry too much about making this sort of tunnely like the last one, because there's quite a lot of light in here, and it's not very long. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a few more fences and extend them down through the middle of this, and just make it look like it's, yeah, just part of the mountain. So, yeah, I'll do that quickly. I've nearly run out of wood. I've nearly run out of resources altogether, to be honest. So, I don't know how much more of this we're going to be able to do in this episode. But, yeah, I'll do my best. There we go. I like that. I think that looks pretty good. But unfortunately, we have run out of time in today's episode, so we'll have to finish this off in the next one. I don't think there's too much further to go. If we quickly, missed, hop down here and just look over this hill, I think the beach should hopefully be coming up not too far on the other side. If it is further than that, yeah, then yeah, we might have a little bit more work to do than I first thought, but I don't think it's too much further that way, to be honest. So, as usual, I'd like to say thank you all for, very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please join us in the next one. Bye! Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's another one you might like, and if you don't fancy that one, why don't you go to my channel page and see what else there is. There you can find all of my videos and playlists, so you can watch a video whenever you want. And don't forget, you can also subscribe to get notified whenever I release a new video, so you never miss out on anything.